Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Godblag Games. Thank you very much for joining us. Tonight we are doing our wonderful Cyberpunk Red game. We will be doing Night City Highs. I'm joined tonight by Ben, Rog, Aaron, and Pete. I know, great cast. Even got a couple of Godblags, so they're keeping me under watch because this game has a mature warning from an immature mind. Attached to it. All right. Okay. So we'll do the rounds. First of all, starting with Ben. Tell us a little bit yourself and your character. Mostly your character. We don't care about you.
You don't need to tell me. Everybody knows. I'm just that guy. Tane Waitu is a media. He's a wannabe reporter, newscaster, scream sheeter. Cybered up his head extravagantly with cybernetic eyes and ears so that he can record the news live as it happens. He comes from a nomad background, grew up at sea with a Polynesian Pacific Rim cruising family on a massive raft. Unfortunately, the family are all gone, presumed missing. He seeks fame and recognition, treats his friends like you would a younger sibling, and has a history of tragic love affairs where they either go mad or get sent to prison.
Thank you, Tane. Switch.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Switch, who is Attack. He grew up homeless in a urban war zone of Eastern European descent. He's got short, spiky hair, likes to wear flash urban clothing. Bit of a ladies' man. Spent the majority of his life sleeping around half of North America, apparently, and somehow ended up with this lot.
Cool. Stitch.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Stitch, the med tech. If you took a look at him, he's a fairly average guy. His hair, though, is short and neat. He's from North America. He wears a light armor jacket over a San Jose Sharks hockey jersey. By day, he works for a trauma team as a trauma team paramedic. And by night, he runs an off-the-books clinic in Mega Building 13. So he takes these kind of odd jobs, usually to help pay to offset the costs of the clinic. He's got a couple of mortal enemies that he'd like to put in the ground. One is Johnny Dice, the fixer who caused the death of his family. And the other one is Bad Tommy Blaze, the go-ganger leader who stole his girl and his left arm. And if he gets his way, he'll put both of them in the ground. That's Stitch.
And last but not least, and with the chat saying he's going to die first, is Lofax.
Hello, I'm Pete, and I'm playing Lofax, and I have 41 hours to live. I'm an asshole fixer who's got a mohawk, a pink mohawk, and light armor jack. I've been collecting an assortment of weapons that I'm stealing off of dead bodies that I'm hiding under as I make my way through this adventure. And I had fun on the rapids last time, which was interesting. I'm still trying to find like high-tech weapons wherever we go to see if there's anything I can pilfer that I can sell on later at a Rockaboy concert when I've ditched this lot.
When you ditch this lot. So when last we saw our heroes, following a rather botched meet at the Blue Arcade nightclub / strip club, our players were tasked by one of the crime lord lieutenants, Donny, to find out who was responsible for hitting them and the actual crime boss meet that was taking place. Their leads have taken them up the tower, up the Mega Building 13 tower to the more kind of like commercialized areas and corporate sectors where, you know, they've gone through shopping centers, tunnels, residence area, and into a sort of large shopping plaza with a water park feature in the middle. And they've had snug into a sort of like cigar gentleman's club, which is more sort of like Havana, Hawaiian bamboo huts and with straw roofs kind of thing. Everyone was dead inside, as I recall, but they were able to retrieve the information they needed. They were being accompanied by Ruby, who was another lieutenant for
Yakuza.
Yakuza. Thank you for the Yakuza.
With the big VR helmet thing.
Yeah, with the large box VR helmet. And now our leads have taken you to another fixer. And this fixer's name, if I didn't give it last week, but I'm going to change it because I thought this was better. This fixer's name is Expo. Now, Lofax has heard of Expo, as he is a bit of an arsehole, actually. He's one of the grimy sort kind of arseholes.
It's Cyberpunk. Everyone's an arsehole, but nobody wants a grimy arsehole.
No.
So the lead is that you are aware that Expo has sold specialist military grade arms and ammo to certain mercenary groups within Mega Building 13. It was one of these mercenary groups that hit the boss meeting, and you're going to Expo to find out who he sold them to. So you're making your way westerly towards the outer area of Mega Building 13. You come out of the large dome with the inner glass tower coming out of it, out of the main tower, and into kind of one of the partitioned kind of separate sub towers that built around it. You go through a large kind of glass tunnel, but that changes to concrete and brickwork and girders and construction site with, plastic sheets covering things and cement mixers and robots for lifting and moving heavy things. That Expo does his business directly out of his vehicle on the edge of the skyscraper. So what he does is he parks...
No style, no class.
Well, he parks his large air transport, which is basically like a Chinook helicopter kind of thing, but with, rather than 2 rotary blades on top, it's got 4 on the sides. So 2, then 2, like a drone hovering above the ground with kind of like 4 legs with wheels on the bottom to do a landing. Okay. And this kind of like, he parks on the unmonitored construction site that is this part of the building. So you're making your way through these kind of like plastic sheets and past these exposed girders and grey foundation work. And, it's got a sort of Die Hard Nakatomi Tower kind of unfinished building bit in the in that scene in Die Hard.
32nd floor.
Yeah, exactly. So as you approach, you can see Expo. He's a short, fat guy. He's described as slimy because he's always kind of got the sweats on. He's got a podgy face, big kind of fat neck collar kind of thing. But he's also stocky as well. He's kind of got that vibe like he's got a lot of muscle underneath that heavy weight. He's got a white shirt, open with a like dangly golden chain, kind of cheesy sort of thing around him. Doesn't seem to have any apparent bionics on his person or weapons. That might be in part to his bodyguard. His bodyguard, you can see him as you come through, is known as Viscera. Viscera is is a 7-foot guy or girl. It's a bit difficult to tell, frankly. He's wearing full cybernetic armor from neck to foot, and it's kind of painted blood red, and the armor is shaped like muscle. So It's like he's been flayed, and the armor is kind of like misplated, like one of the Dracula movies. Oh, yeah, with that, yeah.
Subtle.
His face from the neck to lower chin is flesh, and you can see that. But from the top of his mouth upwards is a metal cybernetic skull, a la Terminator 2 kind of thing, or the Borg Queen skull at the end of
First Contact.
First Contact. Thank you.
Still saving up for the cybernetic chin.
Yeah, one eye is biological, and it can see peering out from inside deep inside the socket. The other one is just kind of like a red laser beam kind of thing. He's looking under, and at the moment, this large fella seems to be drowning someone in a pit of concrete. And you can see someone being kind of splashing around and flailing as you come up, and Expo sees you and he's just like, "Well, Mo."
Yeah, I could see.
And,
Stitch will check his med scanner on his cyber arm to see if the person drowning in concrete has a trauma team membership.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a trauma team membership.
Not my problem then.
Not your problem then. No.
I mean, it's going to be a problem for whoever ends up living here, because that's going to destabilize the concrete. It's going to be, it's an imperfection at the very least.
They'll have a cavity after a while, won't they?
Yeah, that big. Although you could argue that maybe the concrete will preserve the body so no oxygen will get to it. But it'll then be consumed by the internal bacteria.
You should come back and check it out.
If you take the body out and then refill the concrete.
Yeah.
In the background, you can
splash.
Eventually, you can only see the arms and legs of this person, and eventually they just stop, like frozen in place, as this person has been deprived of oxygen, as cement has gotten into their lungs, and he's either A, choked to death, or B, been crushed to death by the weight. Maybe both. Who knows? In the background is the ever-present kind of air vehicle landed on the grey exposed concrete. And Expo turns around and goes, "Lofax."
Hey.
Takes out chewing gum and shoves it in his mouth and starts chewing away.
I'll start wandering over, like gingerly stepping around the fresh splats of liquid concrete on the floor. Like, oh God, this, Hey, how you doing, Expo? Long time no see.
Yeah, I've been all right. What brings you to my neck of the woods? You buying or selling? He does guns like you, so that's how you've met him.
We need some information. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to know where these guns have gone.
Yeah. We need to track down some buyers.
Buyers
on the down low. We need to track some weapons. They've been sold to some mercs, and we've seen this. Their handiwork. We like the look of the damage they're inflicting. You know what I'm like. I'm always looking for hand weaponry. I want to go and talk to these guys, see if they wouldn't mind if we purchase them off them.
Well, I sell the guns around here, Lofax. If you want the guns, you can buy them directly from me.
I hear they've moved on. To a different area, and I've got some people over that part of town. I just wanted to find out. I'll give him the information that we've got about the weapons.
Yeah, I know those. Those high velocity Teflon covered bullets.
Yeah.
Armor piercing tips.
Yeah.
And sub radiation rounds. Yeah, they're mine.
Excellent for home defense.
And so those pulse rifles, those kind of like P90 extended barrel kind of things. But I ain't telling you who I sold them to. Client confidentiality. Thank you.
Well, maybe we we could come to some sort of deal. My next gig, I could hold off and let somebody else come in and take the trade. They're pretty good setups. Those idiots who come to those Rockaboy outfits, they've got a lot of money.
They do, Lufax, and Yeah, I appreciate your business, but if I start giving away my clients' names, I'm going to lose my high-end role of business, which frankly makes more money than your little shitty club nights. All right?
Hey, Expo, I just want to point this out for your own safety and security. That crew you sold those weapons to, they just wiped out the leadership for most of the major gangs in this building. It took us about an hour to trace those guns back to you. If we go back to them and tell them we can't find the mercenaries, it's going to be the Yakuza and the Triad knocking on your door next, and they don't ask with words. I'm just saying, Viscera is tough looking.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't want to go up against an army of yaks led by Ruby because her father was murdered by your guns.
He nods to Ruby and says, "Well, I was wondering why why Ruby was hanging around with you lot. No offense, but you guys are way below her pay grade."
That's a fact. So you
There's
clearly
no need to get personal about the details, really, is there, Expo? Come on, man. Look, you know.
Well, I feel a bit untoward here, Lofax. You've come over to me, come to my place of business.
I'm willing to make a
asking for
trade for
information
information. I'm willing to you know, do what I can to grease the wheels.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I would need the monetary equivalent of the business that I could lose, or another contract equaling to that.
Okay. And what are we talking?
500,000.
Okay. Okay.
This thing doesn't pay for itself, and he points to his hover
Where's the
vehicle.
Viscera?
Also Viscera.
Could I have a moment to talk to my colleagues? And
Help yourself.
I'll just walk off. Like,
Oh, cheeky.
like, guys, has anyone got 500k we can spare?
Yeah, I think I've got it in. No, of course we haven't got 500
I know,
grand.
I know, taking a piss.
But we could potentially offer contracts.
What contracts have we got?
We don't have contracts, but there's going to be a whole new bunch of gang bosses running around in a couple of days. And if he's done something useful to help them out, they're going to likely want to use him as a supplier.
Maybe whoever fills the void, we can say that he's done a good job and is someone to arm up to defend against. Yeah.
Or we could just lie.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that I'm a pretty well-known person here in this building when it comes to patching people up, and I don't think that I want Expo tracking my clinic down after we lie to him.
No.
Yeah, what if we tell a large organization that he was partially responsible? He might not be a problem anymore.
But we kind
might
of
tell the
did,
wrong
because
people,
Ruby's
that's the
right
problem.
here.
Well, Ruby speaks up and says, "Fellas, I could potentially offer business like the local accuser could just buy exclusively from Expo, but I'm not sure it would equate to the same amount."
Well, that's a long-term contract, though. It might be worth his his time.
Plus growth potential.
Absolutely. I always liked you, Ruby. Let's.
I know you did, Han, but you know you're not my type.
Hey, I'm not coming on to you. You'd know if I was coming on to you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
no,
Yes,
it's
you're right.
gross.
I feel
Nauseous?
yes.
Right now you would. And I'll like hock a massive
Oh my god.
gloopy thing over the
Stitch-
side of the building. Like,
Stitch looks down at his chrono and says, "Yeah, you're down to about 39 hours and 30 minutes there, Lofax."
okay.
Well, I've already agreed to pay your medical bills, Lofax, so that's as far
You're
as
my
I'll
favourite
go.
one in the team. I'm just going to say that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to say that right now.
Hey, no, it's cool. I was going to say maybe we should start a Deadpool, but since it's either you or me dying first, there's not a lot of
Yeah,
point.
are you still dripping there?
Only a little. I mean,
Okay.
the bullets mostly plug the holes.
This is true. This is true.
Love the
Okay, look,
bats.
I'll say, it's been difficult, but we've got Ruby to agree to Yakuza business and those
Also, to
contacts
the
there.
Yakuza not ruthlessly murdering him. That is something worth not an inconsiderable sum.
That is true. That's why you bring that up after I taught him money. Then you can bring that up. I don't want to. I'm in the
Right, you're
same.
heading
I'm
back.
in the same realm as this guy. I don't want to be threatening him with anything that I say. You
No,
see.
for sure.
So,
Makes sense.
all of that stuff can come from you guys. Yeah, well, I'll saunter back over. Yeah, expo. Yeah, cool. No, I completely get that you need some sort of remuneration for that trade that you might lose, although there are, mitigating circumstances. But we are able to say that there'll be exclusivity with the Yakuza in the building on all of their gun purchases, ammo, RPGs, grenades.
Yes,
all
I
that
do
stuff.
want one of those Dodeca RPGs. They have extremely high velocity projectiles.
Dodeca!
Okay.
Plus, they're working with you. They're not going to want to kill you, right?
Right. Lofax. I want either frankly, bribery or persuasion.
Oh, let's have a look.
They're both cool, so really it depends which one you want to is the higher.
Persuasion, please.
All right, do it.
I'll have a pee, please, Bob.
Ooh, I rolled a 6, so that is a 20.
Oh, not
Ooh.
bad.
Nice.
See how we do.
Opposed rolls.
Definitely, I think. It's close. No cigar. He looks like he's thinking about it, guys. I'm willing to lean into this deal. I need something else to sweeten the pot.
Well,
Because this doesn't give me... Go on.
I can offer free medical services at my clinic for you and your people, plus free cyberpsychosis therapy sessions for Viscera, because you and I both know he, she, they are right at the edge of losing it. With that full body board conversion, they need some time on the couch, and I'll do it for free. That's a month of my time.
So, Expo kind of chews on his chewing gum and looks over at Viscera and goes, "You got a handle on it, haven't you, Viscera?" And Viscera, well, you can't tell what that person is feeling or say because they just look over and looking down with their half silver skull and red body armor and just kind of they look straight ahead off into the distance. In the distance, by the way, in the immediate, because you're now right on the outskirts of the building, you can see off into the distance, and below you, you can hear the distant sound of the massive highway that this building sits abreast of. In the immediate vicinity around Mega Building 13 is all kind of dust tracks and gravel roads and breeze block buildings and rubble put together as hovels. And that's kind of all packed together with a sort of moving population. And then going down into the valley and into the distance, you can see the bay and you can see Night City proper with its giant holographic displays and advertisements and various nudity and drinks adverts and glistening towers and
A new life awaits in the off-world.
off-world colonies. And that kind of twinkle from those lights just kind of pings off the armor of Viscera and gives it a sort of even more eerie glow as he stares off into the distance.
Just like
medical.
Stitch, like.
Stitch, I've already got the medical cover I need.
Well, that was an offer. Regardless, though, as a medical professional, give Viscera some help. They're going to go haywire soon. I've seen that look before. No offense, Viscera. If you want my deets, I'm happy to have you in the clinic anytime.
What else can you offer me? Because though I appreciate the accuser's offer, as a long-term solution. That is good business, but it's long-term. It doesn't, that's something that will build up over time. I need...
Also, whoever steps in to replace Mud, and whoever we have contacts with, we will tell them about your support in figuring all of this out and stopping any more, helping us on our mission. And we will then work with them to give you their business as well.
Okay. Have you... Last I heard, Mud's lieutenant was Donnie, yeah?
Yep, Donnie, we know Donnie.
Where's Donnie?
Safe place.
Yeah, after
Are
he
you
saved his
lying?
life earlier.
No, we left him safe there. We come off to figure this out. He's safe sorting other things out.
Right.
We're just not at liberty to say that location right now, just in case. You never know who people sell guns to,
Get him on the comm. I'll talk to him now.
Sure. I'll get my radio communicator out, or my phone, whichever one is going to reach Donnie, and I'll dial him up.
You get a...
Hi, Donnie can't be here.
It's not Donnie, but there's definitely someone else on the other side of the line, and goes, "Hello, who's this?"
Hey, it's Donnie there. It's Lofax.
Hi, Lofax. I'm
Need
sorry,
to
Donnie
talk
can't
to
come to the phone right now.
We're on
We're being in prison.
Cool. I assume I'm doing this like.
Oh yeah.
just on the thing.
They can't
I'm
hear
like,
the other side of the conversation.
okay, cool, right, okay. So how long, and who could I talk to in the meantime? One of the other guys must be there.
Well, you can talk to the desk sergeant as you want. Sorry, did I not say this is Arasaka Security Services?
Yeah. Okay. Great. Excellent. Cool. So he'll be calling me back. What in the next?
I'll send Pete a message saying
hour?
I can be Donnie if you need.
Pending bail. Sorry, Lovac, you say you one of Donnie's
Okay.
boys?
Cool. Okay. Right. Well, I'll wait for that.
I mean,
call.
we'd very much
okay.
like to ask you some questions.
Cool.
I think
Yeah,
I think
it's just
somebody
tied
needs to. I think somebody needs to throw their agent off the side of the building now.
So I take it Donnie can't come to the phone right now.
He's
Says Expo.
He's
Let me put
definitely
it
in a safe
delicately.
place, though.
He's celebrating in a very physical way. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Well, I can respect that.
Surviving. I think someone said he was. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the detail. So I think we just need like half an hour. I don't know, maybe 7 minutes. Who knows?
Well, whereabouts is he? I'll go and have a chat with him.
Well, why don't we all go together? We'll
Yeah. All right.
Another message.
What do you want to do
Pete.
now?
I'm going to walk towards this Chinook.
Seriously, I can splice together enough footage that I already have of Donnie to put together snippets of conversation with him.
I'll check my phone and go. Oh yeah. Okay, texting. That sounds like a really good idea. Do that
All right.
now.
So what you want the copter? Flopter.
I'm texting Tane saying be Donnie.
Meanwhile, I'm not literally going to be Donnie. I'm going to take all of the footage of Donnie that I've already got and repass it so that it can pass a conversation.
Ooh, okay, I want to roll for that.
Sounds like composition to me.
Sounds like forgery to me.
What's composition under?
Composition is an education
Education.
skill, and it's the skill of putting together.
Composition. At a base 10, you can produce sellable work, and some people even commission you for work at base. For the required skill for writing songs, articles, or stories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
That
going to
must
go
be
with
why-
forgery.
Okay. It must be why I've got it at such a high level then. Forgery, however, I don't think I do.
Is there a forgery?
Yeah, it's a tech
Yes.
skill.
Oh well, maybe we should get Roger to do.
But that's
Well,
a different kind of forgery, isn't it? That's
Assuming I'm not stood in front of the guy, I will do it.
Well, I assume I've kind of stepped forward a little bit more
Mm.
than all the others, and they might, Tane's probably there, but the others, I don't know.
sorry. I thought it was going to be more of a communication-based skill, since it was about putting together video.
Can't you do a filter with Donnie's voice?
That was the plan. Yeah.
I think because you're synthesizing a conversation and
No, but not
could
to have
go-
like an AI program to answer, but for your voice to be remodulated to Donnie's voice and join from the other end of the phone call.
Okay.
Could you do that, Tane, without moving your lips? Can you talk?
Well, yeah, because my agent's internal.
Yeah, so you could do that. You could call me and use the recordings of Donnie to change your voice to Donnie's voice. And
Yeah,
we
that's
could have a
something that's like
conversation.
probably more within my wheelhouse,
Yeah.
because that'd then be an acting-y based thing, wouldn't
I
it?
was just going to say that actually. Or conversation? Nah, acting. Why is there a skill here called personal grooming?
Hey, don't knock personal grooming. I'm really good at that.
Okay. Yes, I'll have an acting role, please. Let's do that.
Thanks, crikey. For
Sold.
That.
What I'm
D10s,
going to
isn't
do
it?
is, while something's going on and I haven't got a fucking clue what Tane's doing to do this, as a Lofax doesn't, but I'm going to say to Expo, hang on a minute, just give us a second. I'm going to walk to the edge of the building. I'm going to do a really long piss off the edge of the building, just to be like wasting some time, like and trying to think what the fuck is going on. Fisher is going to kill me.
Meanwhile, I
Oh,
can
you
do all
could take
this
him.
internally because I have the Kaimo in my optics, so I can run the screen without anybody knowing I'm running the screen. My agent is internal, so I can run that. Just stand there all glassy-eyed while I put together all of my footage of Donnie into a way that I can synthesize his voice, and then with an acting role of I'm at -2 on ice, that's 15.
I'm going to make a perception roll.
Fair.
Fingers crossed, squad. Otherwise, we might all end our adventure here as we get thrown off the building by a cyber psycho.
Nah.
Just
Stitch will take him down.
No, Stitch will walk away. Like, I just met these guys.
Yeah.
At first, it very much looks like Expo's going, what the hell is this? What the fuck is this kind of thing going on here? And then he's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. And then he kind of hangs up the phone. Gentlemen, you have yourself a deal.
Sorry.
I want everyone to make a human perception roll on empathy.
Uh-oh.
With a target of 20.
Oh, then no.
Got a
Okay.
4 on the die for a 16.
If I roll a 10, I can get it.
If I had no cyberware, I'd have got it. However, I did not get it.
I did not get it.
I can't even if I roll a 10.
I rolled a 2.
I could have got
No,
it.
if you roll a 10, you get another roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So he's saying, yeah, that's absolutely fine. You guys have got a deal.
Cool. Excellent. It worked.
I sold the guns to a company called Redwater Industries.
Okay.
They are based, the dome over yonder?
Yeah.
This point in that direction. Big tower.
Sure.
Head there. It's the second floor behind the waterfall.
Okay. Cool.
Hi.
Well, thanks very much, Expo. Great to see you. have to catch up. Have a drink sometime. I'm already walking out. I'm like, yeah, have a drink sometime. Yeah, cool.
Stitch turns back to me, says, listen, regardless you not taking my deal or not, if any of your guys come busted and you can't get them to medical services, I am part of trauma team. It's my job to patch people up. You know where my clinic's at. Feel free to send them my way.
Will do. Thank you for the offer. Stitch, was it?
That's right.
You're looking to pack some more firepower for your team?
I don't know about them. I'm comfortable with my Militech Bulldog shotgun, but I'm sure that Lofax would always like a little upgrade.
Yeah, well, if you guys are ever in the market for any weapons, you can come back.
Thank you, sir.
If you
That was
survive the night.
That's a good point.
I'll just give an awkward wave and walk off.
Tane.
That was really boring, man. It's like the most boring arms deal I've ever seen.
Look,
Aren't they supposed to be more exciting than that?
Better if it's boring. Trust me. You
Tane.
don't need to
Not
get
like the
exciting
copy.
there. Not with Viscera around.
The social medias and various, not corporate news, but the other third-party medias have gotten a hold of the water park murders and the Blue Arcade murders as well.
Well, hey guys, the gutter press have got their hands on the news. It's spreading through the media sphere. They know about the murders. Oh, they've got a cute name for them. That was quick.
Well, sounds like we need to roll up on this Redwater Industries pretty quickly.
Let's go.
Cut them off before Arasaka gets to them.
They are an advertised private mercenary company on the kind of internal network of Mega Building 13's internal internet. So, they've got adverts there for private mercenary types. Apparently they do a lot of work in the South American states, but they also hold offices here in this large building, but they do have a lot of contracts with Arasaka Corporation as well.
If we move straight on against this, group of hard-hitting, pipe-wielding knuckle draggers, we're all going to die. I hope you guys have a better plan.
Yeah, these guys are pro. So if you look at the the adverts with the guys doing their kind of tactical moves, like a little clip video of them going through the jungle with tactical machine guns and full tactical gear. They've got camo, they've got webbing, their body armor looks pretty high tech. They've got night vision goggles, and they're painting themselves up with camo.
I'm not a tactical genius.
Well, I don't know any
As you
net
just
runners
saw.
in the building. But I think if we're going to go with these guys, we need to have somebody slip in behind their back door and just try to pull their client list out, figure out who hired them, and never actually show our faces to these guys.
You're proposing
Someone
that we
with
sneak
some
in
tech
somehow,
skills.
says Ruby.
Either sneak in physically or preferably sneak in electronically, have somebody hit the, data mine their files.
We need a net runner for that.
Yeah, I know.
We don't have one.
Well, plan B, no net runner. I'm liking where you're going with this, but perhaps we can extrapolate out. So we've got like a two-pronged model of attack where we go up front and we do a little bit of obfuscation. Hi, pay attention to me kind of vibe. Whilst, I don't know, maybe Switch and Ruby, you guys take the back door and try and pull their files while we're doing that. Because these guys they're not really the killers, are they? I mean, they're the weapon. So
They
they
were hired to hit the bosses.
Yeah, so we need to know who hired them. That's the real bad guy that we're looking for here. These guys just did their job. So we don't really want beef with them, but we don't need beef with them.
Unless, for some reason, the bosses were trying to do something to destabilize this company.
So we need to know that, don't we? Which means we need to get into their files.
Sure.
Which means we need to go in like hard rather than digital. So I'd guess.
Well, that's if they got physical files. I have a feeling it's just going to be electronic. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, sure.
But they strike me as the kind of guys that might keep like backups of files just in case a former client becomes, say, disgruntled with them, and they need to return that client's gruntles through the form of gratuitous blackmail.
Well, who's gonna be the front man to try to draw their attention then, or men?
Well, I think if you're talking front men, you kind of need me and Lofax to be up front, don't you? Not only that, I've been shot to shit, and I could really do with some close protection. So we've got an excuse already to go talk to them.
Sounds good.
Where do you want me? Says Ruby.
Well, Ruby, it looks like you'd be going in the back with us. We're gonna need some muscle.
Love, from everything I hear, it sounds to me like you're the best bet for intrusion. Switch is like a god with mechanics, but you'll be the one that can open doors.
Right.
One way or another, I guess.
I'm pretty good with security systems too. I mean,
where would we find a back door?
That falls outside the scope of my.
They always have to get rid of waste.
We need to pull up the building plans and see how their offices work.
You can all do that easily enough because there are public access.
I mean, yeah, this is corporate offices, so we can get a floor plan.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's going to be identical to every other corporate floor plan in the building.
Sure, but as a merc
for that
outfit,
sort of sub-spire
do
coming
some internal renovations that may not be on the planning system.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
The public open office plan, which you can access from any internal terminal, shows. Yep, you're absolutely right. This kind of spire, which looks like the Shard in London, coming out of the domes of. Temporarily can't remember the names of the domes in Cornwall. Eden Project. Eden Project.
Cool.
Is a series of floors, offices, pretty standard. Theirs has is accessible only via lift, and it will open up into a reception area, and then there's a series of backroom offices. From there's a ventilation system, there's a trash system. Is also the rear offices are also exposed to the inside of the dome, so it looks out into the kind of plaza beyond, like almost where the water park is. So hence why it is actually behind part of a waterfall.
And that's kind of convenient for murdering folks.
So you could climb up the outside of the tower.
Yeah, you could do that. Climb up behind the waterfall, so you could be hidden most of the way there, climb in through a window or cut through a window while someone goes in through main reception.
Well, look, while you guys think about that, can I maybe persuade Stitch to fill in some of these holes in my torso?
You know, Tane, if we were in my clinic and you had a couple of days of downtime, I could get you feeling a little bit better. But short term, all I can do is keep you on your feet. Mechanically speaking, the rules for Cyberpunk Red don't really allow for healing wounds like that.
No, you can only stabilize. There's drugs.
Yeah.
But you have a chance of getting addicted.
Yeah.
And there's always side effects. But,
well, I mean, just, basically just take the metal out and cover the holes up.
Oh yeah, I can do that, but it's not going to help you any. But I'm happy to help. Pulls out some tools, starts digging around in the wounds. It's gonna hurt a lot. Bite on something. I don't care what, but not me.
Mate, have you seen my
Stitch, you need to get a better bedside manner, says Ruby.
That's a good point, but since most of the people I deal with are people like this guy, what's the point?
By this guy, you mean a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm good with kids.
Wait, does that mean I get a lollipop?
That's brilliant.
No, but here's the thing, Tane. I'm only going to charge you for this if you live.
Great. That's real.
Yeah,
real
charge it to
generous.
me. I'll charge it to me. We'll
That
pay
last
the
one was
bills for
just me
this.
poking a wound.
Hey, disease boy, get your finger out of my holes.
Unless Tana, you've got medical insurance.
I have not got medical insurance. I haven't got any money. I haven't even got a house. There's a reason I always hang around in a cardboard town. It was envy.
Right.
Wow, that's a nice box.
So we're going up the back of the waterfall and going in a window.
Ruby says I can do that. I'm not sure about you two.
I can make it. Trauma team teaches us to get in and out of just about any place you can imagine.
Ruby, just stick Switch over your shoulder and take him up.
Yeah, I don't roll like that.
I mean, I know this guy's a doctor and all, but he's kind of scary. And I'm not just saying that because he probably pulled out 2/3 of my liver.
You only need 1/3 of it anyway.
Switch, what is your athletics like as a skill?
Not great. 7.
Or contortionist?
Probably worse.
Probably the same, both decks.
How's your contortionist skill?
I'm
the fact that
better at
there's a
athletics
contortionist
than
skill.
contortionist.
There
That's
are
what
some
you're
pretty
using it
wacky
for, frankly.
skills in there.
Okay.
Once
Yeah.
I get to a security door, I'm really good at opening it.
That's handy.
So what do you want to do, guys?
So how does... I mean, is there like a fire escape or something, or is it literally trying to...
It's
climb
literally a giant glass.
Full Mission Impossible here,
It's
right?
only a couple of stories up though, so you're not.
I mean, how am I supposed to climb up there? I don't have climbing gear.
Do you not have
I've
those
got the
big
gear,
sucky
says
things?
Ruby. Ruby says, I've got the climbing gear and we'll be hidden by the waterfall so we can get up that way. I'm just worried that you're going to fall.
If you fall, I'll stabilize you after we get done with the job.
I mean, could we not do like ropes between each other?
Because if you fall, I don't want to come off. It's going to be
Let
behind
Ruby
a
climb up
waterfall.
first, and then chuck a rope down, and then you climb up.
That's
Yeah,
not what I'm
how about-
worried about. It's behind a waterfall. We'll be hidden, but there'll be a mist. The glass will be wet. So it's going to be harder to climb. I'm happy
Hey,
to
Man,
do
I'm
it.
not even going to be there to film it.
Switch if
I'll
you
pull
don't feel
out. I'll
comfortable.
pull out my other roll of duct tape and hand it to Switch. There you go. Mate. Wrap that round the wrong way round around your hands.
Yeah, I've got duct tape. I
Oh,
was
it's
like
fine.
kind of
Well, I'm
patting
keeping
my
it then.
bag of tech stuff.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the hand.
I mean,
Yeah, don't you have like an ice pick in that hand?
I mean, my security and electronics tech is pretty good, and so is my lockpick, because I built this guy to be what you would expect from somebody who'd have to be on a trauma team getting into places. So
I am incredibly good at electronic and security tech.
Well,
I just
so
need to get up
Switch,
there.
you go up like the stairs on the inside, and then these guys go up the outside, and then they let you in the back door when they get there. How about that?
I mean, I could
Well, I
probably
think-
go up like a floor.
I think probably if you're inside, you're going to trip their security. Well, let's just do it. Let's climb it. We'll see. Switch if you fall. By God, I'll help you
Okay.
later.
If we're in the front office and you guys are causing a problem, and they all rush to sort you guys out, I'll jump on their computer and try and figure it out.
So you want to time this so that Tane and Lofax enter reception off the lift at the same time that the rest of us are going through
Mhm.
the window.
So we can
Right.
get in the lift and we put a fire axe in the door. No, why am I? I'm thinking of
Oh,
Die
we
Hard
gotta-
suddenly. Sorry.
We got to get in, get the info, and get out clean, because if their security tags any irregularities, even if they never see us, Lofax and Tane are going to be marked for it as well. And they're not stupid. They'll figure out that they were involved.
Well, they've probably already got Lofax's voice recorded down.
That's a good point. He's only got 38 hours to live at this point anyway, so what the hell?
37 and a half. I've got my own.
Okay, that actually gives us something to work
Little
with.
counter. Makes a noise like 24.
I've
I
got
know,
that
my
I was
means
snake
picturing
that-
it more
skin.
like countdown.
It means that we can go in with like my bullshit first, and then when they call us on my bullshit, Then we switch over to Lofax and his bullshit. With the look, we found out that it was you guys that exploded me. I need a cure. What's it going to take to get you guys to bail me out? This is not my fault. Wow, wow, wow. Feel sorry for me. I'm like, yo, sorry, fellas, you called us. I'm just
Or
here
they
to
just-
back up my man here.
Or they double tap him. But, you know, hey, that's...
Well, let's see which level of bullshit we
Better
get
that
to.
than shitting myself to death.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, Stitch, Switch, and Ruby need to be able to climb four or 5 stories up.
Slick glass.
Behind a steamy, air-sprayed waterfall, so it's wet, it's misty, you can't see well.
Got to take your
But
shot.
you've
I've got my eyes, so I can see.
Fantastic. So that's all right.
Odd synth version
You-
of Tina Turner's Steamy Windows playing while they're trying it.
You've got your climbing gear, which means it's not going to be as difficult. I would like athletics rolls from both of you, but at -2.
Oh, no worries. I hope. 10 on the die. Second die is a 2, so 12, 25 on my athletics check. -2, 23.
I got a 9, so that's not too bad.
Mhm.
It's a total of 14 because of the -2.
Scooby-Doo legs.
Ruby, who's leading the climb up in her, black denim jacket and purple and white body gloved armored suit and like long black dreadlocks, is kind of helps you up a bit. So because you slip slightly, she's a bit annoyed. She's annoyed at you because she was in the lead, and then she had to grab you and Stitch shot up. So she's a bit miffed that she, wasn't able to get up there first. Anyway, you guys make it to
But at least she'll have a tech when she gets there.
make it to a window. So, Rog, do you want to make a security roll for me?
Sure.
Can I do any kind of assist on this?
Yep.
I'm not sure I need to. I rolled an 8, so 16, 22.
I would not worry
That's
about
pretty
it. You're in.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so the window cracks and slides across. And at that point, there's a ding as Tane and Lofax come out of the elevator, Matrix style.
Yeah.
Slow motion, sunglasses.
Dum 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 da dum da dum da dum.
It's a black marbled floor. The symbol of Redwater Corporation is kind of like flecked and edged in gold into the black marble. There's a glass wall with 2 doors, kind of with frosted glass, like where the offices must be. And at the front of this room is a horseshoe-shaped desk with a receptionist behind it. Lovely young lady. Looks like she was changing her fingernail colors with like a pen.
Awesome.
But she doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment. In fact, she seems to be slightly slumped over.
Oh, hey.
You get no response.
You're right, it was the 4th floor. Hello? Walk over to the desk.
Oh, wait. Is this one of those receptionists where you have to press the bell?
There's a little antique bell made of
Oh,
brass on it.
Ding the bell.
Oh,
She's right there in front
she's
of you.
like slumped over on the
Slumped over,
desk,
looking at her nails
looking at her nails.
with
Yeah,
one of those
she's
little
totally
sticks that
dead,
changes
but-
the colour.
But I'm going to ding the bell before
Don't-
I realise that she's dead.
Okay.
Can I put my hand in front of the bell?
So she's dead, right?
Are you going to move her?
I will like.
No, I want to see if she's dead first by like looking at the back of her head. Because if she's slumped over, that means they probably tapped her in the back of the head.
Or a bash or something.
Well done.
Is there-
Yeah,
is
she's
there a bullet
definitely
wound?
got a bullet hole through her head. Quite a clean shot. Probably didn't see it coming. Now that you look closer, there is a spray of blood across the underneath, like in front of her chair and on the keyboard that's underneath the desk, because the whole horseshoe desk itself is one giant touchscreen kind of office computer, like it would be a Star Trek Lacars kind of thing, except it's more sort of iPad style.
Okay, so she's dead. So there goes Operation Bullshit. We need to improvise. So we've got the computer right here, or we can try and go further in.
Switching to Stitch and Switch, you climb in, and you are in some sort of conference room, large oak table with various office chairs, huge screen across one wall. In fact, the whole wall is just a big screen. Frosted glass across one end, looking out into maybe a hallway or something. There's no one in here. There is a bowl of kind of bagels sort of thing in the middle of the table. Other than that, there's no one in here.
The bagels fresh.
They are, and still warm.
Oh, delicious! I'm gonna eat one while I figure out what I'm doing.
Okay.
Hey, Switch, maybe we should fan out, see if we can find a security panel so you can hardwire in and bypass their security systems so they don't pick us up on their internal cameras or IR sensors.
And at that point, Lofax, were you kind of...
I was going to comm them.
Yeah, that's the timing.
Guys, the reception is dead.
Say that again, says Ruby.
The receptionist
Yeah.
is dead or just having a really long nap.
Oh, no, she's dead.
Oh,
Shot her in the
facts.
back of the head.
Oh, yeah,
Did you shoot her?
No.
No, it wasn't us. She was
Oh.
already dead like that when we found her.
No.
Well, it sounds like we may not be the only interested party here. I hope
Do you want me to
guys
check
are
if she's
healed
got
and ready
insurance?
for fight.
Check for
No.
bagels; they're really good.
Do you say bagels?
Yeah. And I will say it's putting the rest into my bag.
Stitch looks at him. He's like,
Maybe
know,
they just have a
that,
really strict dismissal policy here.
Hey, that's better food than we get where we're from.
that GMO wheat will kill you. That's all right. Stitch goes, well, it sounds like we may be in for some physical issues as well, I hope. So he
Well,
pulls out
unless
his
somebody's
shotgun.
cleared the whole firm.
Well, let's find the security panel first.
They might still be here.
Can we search for the room, see if there's any kind of...
Yeah,
security
definitely.
access in there?
Again, much like the horseshoe reception desk, this whole table is one giant touch screen computer.
Stitch comes back. He goes, Lofax, Tane, what's the viscosity of the blood?
I'm just checking. I'm just having a look. I'll move her back into the chair so I can have a guess of how...
Great,
Make a
that'll
first
set the
aid roll.
grenade off.
Make a first aid roll. Jeez. Where's first aid? Oh,
Could he share like a video feed of it so I could try to do an
If he's got
assessment?
the
Tane
cybernetic
could.
for it.
Tane
Tane
could.
could.
Oh, I rolled a 10. Look at that.
Roll again.
And a 7. So 23.
First aid is a technique skill that comes
Nice.
off of tech.
Yeah, that's why I'm really good at it.
13.
The
Sorry, 23. 23.
the fluidity of the blood, the scorch marks around the bullet hole, the fact that there is no congealing or anything like that, and the body is still warm.
It's fresh.
Indicate that this is very fresh.
You hear me
Is she
pull my gun
warmer
out and cock
than
it.
the bagels?
Sorry,
Is she warmer than the bagels?
you need to find a bagel first.
Yeah, we
Do
have
a
no frame of
comparison.
reference.
She,
It sounds like the shooters may
fresh.
still be in here.
Shooter's
then.
still here.
Yeah, somebody's clearing the office. They're covering their tracks.
Was there anything, as I move her back and wipe some of the blood off this horseshoe desk, was there anything on there? Did they shoot her because she looked at something, or was it just standard reception desk?
The
fare?
reception desk just currently has an appointment calendar up on it.
Any interesting? Who's it for? And then
Yeah, so the last appointment, which would have been about 20 minutes ago,
Okay.
was for a corporate executive from Arasaka Corporation.
I'm going to search the rest of the room
By the name
looking
of
for
Jin.
prints and fun
Jin.
things like that.
Last appointment 20 minutes ago was Arasaka Corporate Executive Jin. We've got some sort of tidying up going on. So Arasaka,
Oh yeah, somebody's definitely covering the tracks.
Yeah. So Arasaka used a merc outfit to do their dirty work for them, and then turned up to clear up the strike. And now,
Or someone else used the Merc organization and Arasaka are pissed at them.
I don't know. I thought we were first on the scene. First
Yeah,
to
well,
figure
so
it
did
out.
I. All right,
Well,
let's move out and start checking the rest of the place and see what we can find.
Open comms.
Yeah. Okay. So starting with Tane and Lofax, the doors to get in from where you are locked. Stitch and Switch, the doors exiting the boardroom that you're in are open because you've been able to easily access the terminal. I'm not going to make you roll.
From the terminal, are there cameras or anything? Security cameras? That I
There
could
are. They've all
access?
been deactivated, and so have the internal monitoring systems.
Can I turn them on from here?
The computer indicates that they have been not deactivated from the source, literally disconnected at the source.
Okay,
the
so
best
you
anyway.
literally go there and plug
Plug
back
it back in. Yeah.
Can
We
I?
don't want to show up on them
Are
anyway.
all cameras disabled?
The
Literally every
one.
camera in the building.
No, just the ones for this office.
Can I have a look at the others? I'm going to see if I can find them, or at least narrow down where they would be from which cameras are off.
Oh, sorry. By this office, I mean just this office hired out by Redwater.
Everything inside that.
Everything within this
inside.
building is still working, but the offices for Redwater have been disconnected.
Okay, so the entire is it just this floor, or
Or
are they
looking at the
multiple
map, so this Redwater building, Redwater consists of the reception area, the boardroom, 3 smaller meeting rooms, and a large open plan office with the usual desks and computers and models and all that sort of thing. There's no on-site military stuff here.
Okay, what about intercoms? Are there intercoms to communicate between the rooms?
Internal are operative. There's no external lines.
But could I, in theory, turn on the thing and use it just to listen?
You could turn on internal comms to listen within the Redwater offices. Yes, that's a good call. You could do that.
All right, I will do that or attempt to.
I would want a security roll, please.
Roger is
Whilst
happy to oblige.
that's going on, Tane and Lofax.
Before we got to the door to find out it was locked, I was going to check the secretary for a pass.
Okay, good shout. She has
I
no
was going
pass.
to check the office, looking for things like prints or any little details that we might not have noticed when we first came in.
I would
Because
want.
I'm going to turn on all my cyber tech to do that.
So I would like some sort of investigation roll. Let's have a look.
And I will take the thumb of the Arasaka security guy that I cut the thumb off, and I will be leaving his thumbprint around the scene.
Nice.
There's a reveal
10.
object skill.
Ooh, 18 plus 10 is 28 plus 1, 29 minus 2, 27.
What was that on?
Perception.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow it. That's pretty good.
Oh, wait, no, tell a lie. Plus 2. 29 again.
From your cybernetics.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting is that there's absolutely nothing.
It's wiped clean.
So it has to have been wiped. Oh no, mate, this is a proper pro. This is like assassin clean. There's no fibers. This place has been cleaned of anything that anyone's done. No one's ever been here, according to this scan.
This guy has, I'll say, punching his thumb into a pool of blood.
Lofax, there's no ID card.
Shit, okay, well, we need to bust
Stitch.
one of these doors open. Can I pick
Sorry.
a lock? Is it a physical lock or a card lock?
It's a card. Beep, 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 beep.
She'll be able to buzz people through from the computer, and it's open, so we just need to find the right button.
I might just
Rog, what did you get on
smash
your
it
roll?
with my hammer
20.
and pull the
Switch.
door open.
It is a frosted glass kind of door.
Ah,
If you really wanted to, you could just shoot it out.
I mean,
Sorry, Switch.
if
That
it-
was
she's
Is
a
it
damn
assassin?
fenster.
20.
so. Yes, you begin to get the audio. At first, you're a little bit confused because you're getting double audio in your head from reception, from the guys in their open comms, to the internal audio from the reception area. But you then move on to room, and you hear nothing. Again, being quite odd. There's not even any footsteps, and then you think very, very briefly you've got that subdued thud of a silencer.
Which room do I think that came from?
It's from the open plan office.
I will kind of, again, just turn off the comms so no one can hear anything. And just go, I think they're in the open plan office. I think I just heard a silenced gunshot in there.
Stitch, what do you want to do?
So Stitch would turn to Ruby and go, well, let's corner and move down the hall and head towards that open space, see if what we need to, if there's anything down there to engage. And he leads with his shotgun.
I can make some noise if
Agreed.
you want.
He's
I'll
trying to be
follow up.
quiet, as stealthy as he can be.
Can I open the doors for the other two from where I am? Can I, like buzz them in?
Yeah.
Well, I was
I will
thinking that I could
unlock the door.
smash the window and it would distract whoever's in there. They might come towards us, and then Stitch and Ruby could jump them from behind and mess their
Yeah,
shit
I
up.
mean, literally, our job is distracting the crap out of people.
All right. Well, I'll unlock the door and then I'll follow up with the other two with my assault rifle out.
Okay. Right. Stealth rolls, evasion. No, that's attacks. Sorry.
Stealth.
Stealth is under body skills.
Is it a body?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to control your body.
That's what the beat's for.
15, 22.
Very good.
Got a
Rolled
7
10
on
and a
the
5.
7 on the die for a 17.
Tane, Lofax, are you following up behind them?
They're not with us at the moment, are they?
No, but
Are we coming from the two separate sides?
yeah.
I thought rather than Tane and me getting murdered, we could just make a noise and then
Draw out.
Bring the
draw them
murder to
towards
you.
us.
Okay.
We'll draw them. We'd hide,
Hey, it's kind of all we've been doing for the last 2 days.
smash the glass. Yeah, that person would then come back to see what's going on here, and you guys could take them from behind. It's not crazy.
You
No, it's great.
I've
Take
got a
some cover.
flashbang just in case. So I'll
You
say
shoot
Tane
out the
hide.
glass.
I'll say Tane hide. No, I've got a hammer. So I'll take the hammer out
okay.
of my pocket and we'll hide behind the horseshoe thing and I'll just throw it at the glass.
So in case you need to take your own life.
But the hammer.
That's how I put it.
It's in case anybody shouts stop at him.
I was just bored with knife and an option was hammer and I was like, yeah, cool, hammer,
Hammer
So-
makes a statement, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
And
Okay.
the statement is, I'm a psychopath.
Don't put your hand on my table.
So you throw this hammer, and there's
I'm gonna
like
throw the hammer at the window to smash it and then we can hide behind. I assume like the biggest thing to hide behind is the big desk.
yeah,
I
absolutely
may even have the secretary's body as a human shield. I'm not sure.
lovely.
Or like she slump her back over the desk, so it's
Yeah,
harder
so
to
you've got
see
even
us.
higher,
Yeah,
and-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So the glass is some sort of reinforced.
Bounces off.
Yeah, and it kind of goes.
Does it make a loud
Force
bop?
hammer,
Boom.
and it goes. Dong!
Cool.
against the door. It doesn't shatter, but it does make a loud, reverberating boom
Awesome.
noise. Right.
I gotta look at
Stitch
Tana
and
and say, it's not my fucking day, man.
Stitch and Switch. From where you are, you see coming down the corridor from the open offices area and back towards reception. Do you remember last week, or was it the week before? There was last week that there was a sort of shimmering predator kind of, you see that again. And it's heading down the corridor.
What, towards us or the other way?
Well, you don't know if it's got its back to you because it's
Oh,
clearly.
I mean, is it moving
away.
towards us?
No, it's
walking away.
Yeah, it's walking away.
Okay.
What's the range?
Good question.
Good question.
It's
In
got its
most
back
UK
to us.
towns.
Shoot it. That's what heroes do.
Let me bring up my GM screen.
Some heavy firepower, don't we? That's what.
I think we're going to have to roll initiative in a second.
Ooh.
The range from where you are, you're pretty in there, so I'm probably going to say it's about 10 yards.
Pretty. Wow. Okay, we're right next to it.
Yeah, they are practically right in front of you, walking away, coming out of a side door.
Let's
Oh.
rock!
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, what's that? D10.
You've
and
also got the
reflex?
jump on her, so yeah. You've also got
D10
the jump
plus
on her,
what,
so
sorry?
you can plus reflex.
13.
So you kind of got the jump on her, so I'm going to say you get a free round.
Do you
Nice.
re-roll the 10 if you get it on initiative?
No,
Nope.
Okay.
sorry.
That's annoying, isn't it? That's
Low
a
facts,
waste
what
of
did
a
you get?
10. 13.
Stitch,
17.
cool beans. Switch
14.
and Tane.
15, unless my -2 applies to that as well. In which
think
case,
it does.
in which it does,
think it
so
does,
it's
yeah.
13.
Okay, so going first is Stitch. You're going to shoot in the back with your shotgun?
Yeah, absolutely.
I say
I'll
she.
take-
It might not be a she.
Yeah, I'll take my move action to move into short range, so I can make the target number a 13.
Yep.
Okay, where am I at here? Shoulder arms. Base is 15 for shoulder arms. Got a 7 on the die for a 22. +1 for my Miltech shotgun, so a 23.
Well, it hits rough damage.
I got 2 6s, so a crit. So 12, 14, 18 points of damage and a crit.
Nice.
There is a deathly unemotional silence in front of you that is only echoed by the impact and loud bang from your shotgun. You see the scatter shot impact against this kind of invisible camouflage, and it shimmers and cracks a little bit like a mirror. But there's no indication that this person is giving off pain or anything like that. But you definitely hit them, and you definitely did some damage. But
It's an additional 5 points of damage because of the crit. I forgot about that. But
cool.
Nice.
So what? That was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, yeah?
did the crit actually go through?
Oh, does it have to go through to get the additional 5?
No, that's automatic. All critical
Oh.
injuries cause a horrible injury. So even if you don't bypass their armor, you get the 5 points of
Oh.
damage.
Okay, well, do you want to roll on the chart?
Yeah, I got an 8.
What's that on body? Oh, no.
Broken leg, -4 to move.
Cool.
Yeah, crits go through the armor, or the effects of crits go through even if you don't get all the way through their armor.
Yeah, so you don't get a description of what happened because you can't see what's happened behind this kind of mirrored cloaking system, only that it seems to crack, chip, and shatter around the person. All right, next up is...
Now, so this is still our surprise round, right?
Yeah, switch.
Cool. I'll take a pot shot with the rifle then.
Okay, so...
Go auto.
I don't think I
I think
have
you
that.
can with that.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, good time to roll a 10 though.
So,
Oh.
15 plus whatever the hell my gun skills are. Where are they? Up there.
The short round.
27.
yeah,
Ooh, nice.
I think you hit.
Six, 6, 1, and 2 more. 6 is 18, 22, 23. It's not bad.
A
3
fine
6s, a
hit.
4 and a 1.
That's a critical hit too.
It's another critical hit. Roll on
Oh,
the
what
table.
does that mean? Oh,
So you
that
get to go
becomes-
roll on. You've done a critical injury. Roll
Oh,
a
another 5 damage then, if it's a crit.
Yes.
10,
And how does one roll on a critical injury? Is it just
2d6.
2d6. Is it
2d6?
2d6? It is, yes.
Let's
And
roll
it's
them.
on the-
They've been rolling high.
Body.
That's a 10.
So that's a spinal injury. Next turn, I cannot take an action, but you can still take a move action.
So what was it? 20.
Just a really
26
slow one
damage,
with your
was it?
broken leg.
In the spine and the leg.
That makes sense if they've got their back to you.
Yep.
Well done, Switch, for shooting them in the back.
That's what heroes do.
Hey,
Okay.
it would have been better if they were asleep.
Maybe they are. They could be like a narcoleptic cyber assassin.
That's why they're not making a noise. They go, huh?
Right.
Arasaka
Ruby.
timeshare on your body while you're
Ruby's
asleep.
going to take a shot. Ruby takes out one of her pistols. Hits. Everyone else has done critical.
I like that we've no idea how much damage we've actually done.
She has done damage, but she hasn't done a critical, so she feels a little left out.
Not that we
There's
know
definitely
we've done a crit.
another impact sound of bullet hitting metal. Right. Tane and Lofax, you're not there at the moment, but you've now heard combat fire happening. So you can either stay where you are like a couple of chicken chips, or
Breed sensible combatants.
Wait, where's the story in staying behind?
or you can use this kind of free opportunity to get into combat. You won't be able to act, but you'll be able to act next round.
Yeah, for sure. Can like barrel it down the corridor.
Lofax, what about you?
Just behind Tane. I wouldn't want to get in the way of a good shot.
Yeah, exactly. Plus,
Okay.
convenient bullet shield. As
I
we've
don't-
established, I'm really absorbent when
don't
it
know what
comes
you
to
mean.
bullets.
Don't know what you mean. I have got my gun out my arm.
Okay. Right. New round. Whew.
Can
Okay.
I give Tane my flashbang? Because I know Tane doesn't normally get involved in the fighting.
I've got a gun. Don't worry.
But okay, fair enough. I was going to say, if things get bad, just chuck this and run.
Blind myself.
Won't bother me. No, turn around, cover your eyes.
Oh yeah, fair point.
The cloaking shield around this thing disintegrates like a broken mirror and shatters, kind of letting out a whole load of holographic shards that sparkle and fizz and fuzz as they kind of then disappear into the ether, revealing what I can only describe as a sort of cybernetic ninja samurai kind of thing. Kind of like Foot Clan from Turtles, but it's all metal and robotic sensor eyes and
Found a
black
Cylon.
power mesh armor. Sorry.
We found a Cylon.
a Cylon.
I mean, that's kind of how I'm picturing this one. It's kind of
It's
funny.
got it's got 4 arms.
Yeah, that bit. That's your forearm.
Yeah, I've got a pair of them.
Does it?
You're so funny.
Wait, so it's
Did-
got 4 forearms. That's like
It's got-
16 arms.
Does it look like a like an actual like a droid, or does it look like a full body mod cyborg?
It's not a full body mod because there's definitely one set of arms is definitely human.
Okay.
The other set are additional cybernetic arms,
Nice.
making it basically a 4-armed black armored ninja.
Dibs on the arms.
Wow.
Carrying a compact silenced pistol, and then popping out from her back, because she can't do any actions this turn. You know the drone that you spotted in the second session?
Mm-hmm.
That pops out of her back. Another one of those pops out of her back
Handy.
and
system.
hovers, and then starts shooting people.
That's a relief because I thought it was going to be like a nuclear device.
I'm eyeing up all these advanced weapon systems.
But I've got dibs on the arms, right?
Sure.
And it's going to take a shot at Lofax.
Tane, can you
He's
see
dying
properly from
anyway.
there?
Hey, roll evasion.
11.
Do I roll evasion?
Your evasion isn't high enough, I don't think.
Gotta have a,
How do
gotta
you
have
know?
A,
How do you know?
gotta have a reflex of 8.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And even then, it's not a sort of roll. It's that I have a different way of hitting you, kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. No, don't worry. I'm messing it. He's not. He's like.
So, anyway, yeah, that hit.
Do I get half cover from Tane?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 points of damage. Don't forget to take away your armor.
Okay, my arm is 10, but now it's 9.
So basically, what
That's
looks
it.
like a kind of
8 points.
miniature minigun has dropped down underneath. Yeah, underneath this.
want
We
that
call it a
drone.
diddy
this
gun.
drone. It's a
A
diddy,
diddy
gun.
gun.
Diddy gun.
That's so cool.
As it riddles you with like little
It's like small soldiers.
small, yeah, something like that, little pellet bullets. But that was
You
her
could
action.
totally get one of
Well,
those
her
like,
not
fitted
action because she can't do an action this turn.
in place of like a cyber groin. That'd be a surprise, wouldn't it?
The blood pouring out of
Why
her
would I want to do
leg and chest wound, sorry, back wound, does indicate that they have been wounded, but they're not giving away any emotions to the fact. Right, so we're going down the list. We are going to Stitch first.
I mean, they could be crying, but we can't
So-
tell because they've got a mask on.
Stitch racks another slug into his shotgun and fires. Now she's on the ground, prone, or is she still standing?
She's still standing.
Okay, fires again at her. 7 on the die for a 22. That hit,
Yep.
I'm assuming. No crit this time, but 15 and 6 is 21 and 4, 25 points of damage.
Nice.
Shotgun with slugs, 5d6 at close range.
My assault rifle's just 5d6.
Your range is obscene.
Yeah, but I don't like being close with it.
Yeah.
I
Would
did
you
more
want to
damage
them
by
being
throwing my
conscious.
gun.
So speaking of which, Switch, you're next.
Ooh, that's good. 9 plus whatever it is. 12, 21.
Yep, that's a hit.
Six, 10, 13. 19, 24. But 2 6s again.
Crikey.
Critical.
Roll 2d10,
Oh.
2d6 even.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping that would be a d10. I just rolled a 10 on it. All right. Try that.
Sorry, mate.
9.
Oh, Jesus.
-2 to
Cracked
melee.
skull. Oh, no, it's body. Sorry, I was looking.
Yeah, torn muscle.
Torn muscle. -2 to
so
melee.
that makes 31. I forget what I said for damage.
Okay, they're still going. Tane, what do you want to do?
I'm going to tackle them.
Sorry, Tane? Not Tane. Lofax, my apologies.
We're both on 13 and I'm in front of him.
Oh,
But
sorry.
he's got a gun and I'm going into hand to hand. So shoot first and I'll ask questions later.
Fair play. So does Lofax want to go first then and then?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going on in this corridor, man? With my here we go.
Heavy pistol, was it? Or
Heavy pistol. 18 to hit.
pistol, yeah. You need 15 or more, so that's fine. Roll for damage.
Boom. Here we go.
Double 6 it, Pete.
I want triple 6. I got 3d6.
Do it.
No, I rolled 9. That's not going to do any damage, is it?
Okay.
Like Leather Jack would absorb that.
Right, Tane, I know you've got a cunning plan.
Yeah,
What
I'm
is it?
going to grapple. The bane of GMs everywhere.
You're going to grapple the giant robo killing machine.
With
It's
4
not
arms.
giant. It's normal sized. I'm grappling the arm that's got a gun in it.
I suppose it has got a broken leg, a broken back. or
Plus,
whatever the
my
hell
gun
I
will
just
do
did.
shit all damage to it because it is a medium pistol that only does 2d6. I'm better off preventing it from being able to shoot us. Plus, its drone can't shoot me if I'm underneath it. And I'm actually better at brawling than I am at shooting. So that's what I want to try and do.
Good luck.
I can see in Dan's eyes already the, God damn it, the player has asked me the grappling rules.
I'm just quickly reading the rules. So it's Dex plus brawling versus my
I'm
Dex
right
plus
there with you
brawling.
every
you're
time.
screwed. So yeah, okay, go
I
ahead.
don't doubt that I'm screwed. I'm
Oh, you're
probably going to get
screwed.
my
I
ass
love it.
absolutely
So
handed
it's
to me.
my...
Are
Okay,
you the
so-
character with the lowest hit points and the least combat skills?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Have
dude,
fun
okay.
tackling the monster.
Who has been described as a ninja, I might add.
I'm totally there with you.
4-armed cyber ninja.
Right, it's not going to go well for me. I can tell you that. Brawling.
Believe, Ben. Believe.
I like your style, though,
You
Ben.
can grab
That's
the enemy
awesome.
or grab an item from their hand.
Well, that's what I was going for. I'm trying to get the gun out of their hand.
Don't forget
I
you're
thought I
minus
was-
2 as well.
Yeah, I thought I was getting the arm. So it's 14 if I'm at -2.
Okay.
Well, if you're going specifically for a location, it's another -8.
So,
on
yeah,
that.
grab an enemy or grab an item from hand. While grabbing enemy, -2 to both enemy must have with attacker. Cannot use 2H weapons. Defender or other character must use a brawl action to break free. If you're successful. So what did you get?
I got 14.
Yeah, no. So you go to grab this arm
Yeah.
with the silencer on it, and in a very kind of kung fu matrix way, they just literally don't even touch you. It's almost
They're
this
doing that one arm bit
delicate-
at the end, aren't
yeah,
they?
delicate, gentle glide away,
Just a-
kind of in a Tai Chi move, and they're gone. You are now, however, in hand-to-hand combat with it.
Yeah, but they weren't expecting that, were they?
Oh yeah, you totally disorientated.
None of us were.
So, 3 actions from me. Sorry. So first of all, the drone. Drone number 1 is shooting at Stitch.
I
no,
will-
you have got a reflex, haven't you? You've
Yep,
got.
yep. So I will. So it's a D10 plus my evasion skill.
Yeah.
Is a target number.
Rather than my range of weapon distance.
So I got an 8 on the die. So you need to beat a 22, which you can probably do pretty easily.
Yes, I have hit. With
Seriously, though, shooting would have been less effective for me.
my little mini thing.
It's more fun as well, Ben.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 23.
All right, that hurt.
Second action from drawing number 2, which you haven't seen, there is a large crack as the glass next to you from an adjacent room shatters and a long-range bullet slug comes through from somewhere else, maybe some sort of sniper, and goes for switch.
Oh dear.
Or...
Balls.
Oh, feck. I just rolled 3 ones.
Critical.
3. It's double 6s.
Oh, 6s. Sorry.
Oh.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10?
10
Does it even
damage.
get through your armor?
No.
Okay. And then finally, the cyborg ninja is going to make a roll, and I'm afraid, Tane,
I'm at me,
that's
Sam.
you.
What was the crit I did to it?
spine, wasn't it?
It was a 9. I just don't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Oh, you did another one.
Oh,
It's a torn
torn
muscle.
muscle. It was a minus, so it means -2 for
He's got
her.
torn muscle, a broken leg, and spinal damage,
Yeah.
and he's still going to kick my ass. The good news is they have to do 29 points of damage to kill me.
Well, they're not shooting you, they're martial arting you. So this
God.
kind of, she goes like that, like fingers together in your
Ooh.
throat,
Yeah, that's going to smart.
to make a jab. It was a cooled hit as well, still hit. So if I get a critical, it's going to be on your head.
And you only get half your armor for against martial arts.
Yep.
Oh,
But it's not a lot of damage, so you might be
47 points of damage.
I won't be okay. I don't have any head armor.
No, you said not a lot, only the 46.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. Barely half
How's Tane
of my
doing?
remaining hit points.
Okay. New round.
So
Oh, no, it's
back
not
to
a new
Stick.
round. Sorry, you guys haven't done anything. This was her top of the thing.
Top the deck down.
The
Yeah.
current round. My apologies. So next is Stitch.
So Stitch, seeing this starting to go wild, is he's gonna take a second, breathe out, and he's gonna aim for this cyborg's head and try to
Bearing
get
in mind, it's
hard
going to be
hit.
harder.
Yeah.
Because Tane's in the way,
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
and
with
you
that.
have a chance of hitting him.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. He doesn't care about Tarnay.
That's Cyberpunk, folks. I love that. Who is comfortable with Tane? You know.
Hey, I wouldn't.
I gotta-
I wouldn't shoot Tane. I might use him as a human shield, but I wouldn't shoot him.
Shooting him
Okay.
with a shotgun as well, though, right?
Oh yeah.
I was
But it's a
going down.
slug. It's a slug. It's not a shotgun.
Scatter
It's not 30
shot.
out 6.
Okay.
It's a slug. But so I got a 9 on the die, but with the -8 for an aimed shot, only makes that a 17. But I still think that hits.
Only a
I think you
17.
only just. Hold on.
Yeah.
Shotgun. 15. Yeah. Oh, just 2 away. Bloody hell. That's what I should have thrown in a minus. That would have been funny.
Would have been funny to horribly murder Tane by accident.
No crit, but 6, 10, 22, 25, doubled 50 points of damage to the head.
50 points of damage.
That's gonna sting.
Okay, so the head is armored. It is halved because of the aimed shot. They have this many hit points left. Bit quick maths. Oh, that might have done it.
They're
Carry the
dead.
one. Divide by 0.
Ah.
Oh dear. Okay, so you take your shotgun, cock it, pull it up, butt to your shoulder, stare down the sight, see Tane basically getting his throat punch. He staggers back a little bit. That's your window of opportunity, and you take the shot. The slug shoots out of the barrel of the shotgun. There's a small puff of discharge smoke. The bullet flies across the gap down the hallway and hits this black cybernetic ninja in the face. Now, it is armored. There's a tearing and ripping of metal, but it goes inward. So it doesn't explode outward. The metal with the bullet falls into their cheek and lower eye, basically imploding backwards.
Black bolted him.
Yeah, they've got a large hole in the side of their face that goes in. And there's cracked bone, loads of blood now dripping down the side. Again, not a sign of like emotion or screaming or anything from this individual.
You can't even tell if they're crying anymore.
They stagger back, but they're not dead.
Fuck, I'm out of here.
So I take my move action then. No, actually I aim, so I don't get a move action. Never
I
mind.
take my move action to get the fuck out of here.
Who's next?
Ruby or Roger?
Roger.
It is Switch.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm not going to use my move action to aim because I'm going to move after I fire.
Make a roll.
Behind Stitch.
20.
That'll do it.
Ooh, 6 and 2 ones. Come on, get 6 on one of the other 2 dice. No, damn it. 16, 18.
It's going to do it. Yeah, just okay. So, almost kind of firing from the hip, you shoot your rifle. The bullets impact against the folds within their armor, blows them back. What looks like kind of a mesh compact impact armor almost seems to mold and bend with the explosion with the bullet, but it's not enough, and it tears a massive gash in their stomach. And you can see it enter, collapsing a lung, and they fall to the floor, blood coughing from their mouth, blood dripping down their face from, frankly, the damage roll that actually did it. Let's not take away from Stitch here.
That's team effort.
And they fall onto their knees and then fall forward on the dirt. The drone stops.
And I catch it as it falls out of the air.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I've just got my move action, so I'm going to grab the drone.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to grab the drone, are you? Make a roll.
What do I need? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Some sort of
You're
dex
rolling
roll.
against unexplode.
Some kind of dex roll, what, like
Some-
athletics?
Athletics?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
kind of grab it up midair.
9 plus 7, 16.
That'll do. So you've got this drone in your hands,
Now I'm
and
going to immediately check it for explosives.
it blows up in your face.
Balls.
I would say, being the mechanic you are, and the fact that you were going to try looking for it, I mean, to kind of get a feeling that something like this might happen. So I'll allow you to make another athletics roll to kind of
Change my mind and run the
shit.
other way. Hurl it.
Like, throw it away.
Oh, 10. Got a little paw.
Problem is now that everyone else is going to get blown up
Do
as well.
you get
rather than-
more than 1 10?
Yes.
I need another d10. Sweet. $32 before I add my thing.
You're fine. You get a little... little-
39. I lobbed that like an Olympic discus throw.
So you get a little smoke in the face, but that's fine. You did, however, throw it down the hallway, Now, Stitch was next to you, and so was Ruby, so that's fine. Tane was directly in combat with it. So it kind of goes over sorry, Lofax. So it goes over Tane and it lands near Lofax. Lofax, you see it coming, so I want some sort of
Evasion
roll, please. Yeah.
Is there like a side door or a window that I could kick it towards, or am I better just jumping out of the way?
You're probably better jumping out of the way.
Okay.
In fact, you're better off jumping into the doorway that's next to you.
Sure, I'll dive into the next room. Hopefully, I might just bump into the door jam and get an explosion in the face.
But let's see.
Sideways while shooting both guns at once.
What did you get?
Roll a 10
Excellent.
and a
2
3.
more 10s.
So
Oh,
13, and that is 20.
Yeah, okay, so meh. You're at the edge of the explosion. 6
Sorry?
points of damage.
Oh,
You're at the edge of the explosion, so 6.
Do I take my armor off that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so 0. Does that?
Okay.
But it wasn't more than my armor, so it doesn't decrease it by 1, does it?
It does not.
No.
Cool.
So you get a little cooked, but you're okay. You go crashing into one of the side rooms, another one of the meeting rooms, and you land on the ground. And you're face to face with another dead body with a bullet hole in its head.
Loot the body.
I was going to say, let's leave it there. Because that's kind of a good place to leave it after that combat.
As the camera pans away, I'm going through their pockets.
So we'll leave it there for now. And what have we got on tomorrow?
Well, tonight,
sorry.
Garblag,
Yeah.
Garblag North America at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will finally be getting back to Rome and Achtung Cthulhu, where we're going to punch some Nazis and some serpent people.
Those serpent people need a punch, don't they?
They need a punch, so we're gonna do it.
Nazis always need a punch, Frank.
Always
Yeah.
need a punch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight up.
There you go. Okay. And Friday? Do
Friday
you have any
at the minute
plans?
is Monster of the Week,
Cool.
the second part of the heist adventure with Agent Anderson and Billy Shears in their attempt to rescue the magic characters, have robbed a casino, and now have to try and somehow outwit blackmailers.
Cool.
On
and
Saturday.
then Monday. Saturday.
On
Sorry,
Saturday,
we've got a Saturday
not
thing.
a stream, but there is gaming with a Garblag this Saturday.
Oh, actually,
uh,
I've got a stream on Saturday.
Oh, you do,
I'm
don't you?
playing some Starfinder with the US. I'm doing another charity stream for
Cool.
reproductive
Oh, cool.
rights, I think. It's
Excellent.
either reproductive rights or... No, it's not reproductive one. This one is the trans rights in Texas one.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
fantastic.
Yep. Excellent.
What time's that?
No idea. That You're asking me to pay
Share
attention to
that
things.
on the Discord.
Share
I
it on
shall
the
do, yeah.
Discord
We'll
and
go and
share it on
support.
Twitter. So that's where you can find us. Don't forget to come and see us on our Discord if you're not there already. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please share, like, and subscribe. Please go buy our Dodeca game. It's awesome. And come find Garblag Games. We welcome you. Anything else?
In the next week or so, we'll be releasing issue 2 of Gartopia, The Ruins. So we've got some funky stuff. We've had all the submissions in, and I am now, over the next couple of days, doing the layout. So that should be being ready, then passing off for proofreading with Leon, and should be ready end of the month. So we're coming up for issue 2. I think once we get 3 done, we'll be in a rhythm, and then it'll just be like a machine, a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
And that's on the Patreon, so
And that's
come
the
and
Patreon,
join
yeah.
the
Come
Patreon.
join us on the
which
Patreon.
Roger's just put the
Come
link
do
in
us
the
all-
chat on
do
Twitch.
all the things.
And if you're on YouTube, it's in the gubbins below.
Just- The gubbins below. So there we go. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you for joining us tonight on Garblag Games for Cyberpunk Red, the Night City Highs, and we will be seeing you next week. So thank you and good night.
Right.